Hi everybody, Kev McNamara here. Welcome to the Inspired Healing Podcast. This is a podcast for those of you looking to change your lives, get out of your comfort zones and reach your full potential. I talk about the Stoics and the Stoic stories and quotes from people like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca and Epictetus. I explain how they relate to your life today and how they can help you change your life for the better. It's kind of the 5-minute Stoic for personal development. And please support our sponsors, Prostate Plus. If you're a man and you want to shrink your prostate, Prostate Plus are the best supplements you can get. I use them myself to keep my prostate fit and healthy. And Milfan.com, the world's best food delivery service. Links are in the show notes below. Now let's go inside. Hi everybody, Kev here. Welcome to the podcast. This is day number 3, I think. I do tend to lose track of the days. I think it's day number 3 of Jordan Peterson week. And today I want to talk to you about one of his quotes, which is simply this. Can you imagine yourself in 10 years if, instead of avoiding the things you know you should do, you actually did them every single day? That's powerful. Jordan Peterson. And I've got to say, look, of all the inspiring, poignant and incisive Jordan Peterson quotes, this is definitely one of my favourites. Because you know what? All too often, we live our lives for the present moment. And this is not to say that we're present in the moment. Rather that we focus on the pain or the pleasure that's caused by our actions today, instead of considering, the long-term ramifications of our decisions. And, little decisions made to experience pleasure in the present. Things like skipping the gym. Instead, we smoke a cigarette. We stay home to play video games. We stay home to watch Netflix. Or we decide not to, have our date night with our partner, and we'd rather stay late at the office working back. Now, these things don't seem all that consequential to start with, but deep down you know that you shouldn't be doing them. But that instant gratification outweighs that far off consequences of your decision. But when you start thinking about, the compound effect, stretched out over a decade, 10 years, think about that, and you'll begin to see the true cost of your desire for this instant gratification. When you ask yourself, where will my life be in 10 years from today if I continue with this pattern of behaviour? And then you quickly realise, the hidden dangers of just doing what is easy over doing what is right. When you look at that 10 years, even a year from now, forget 10 years for a moment, just a year from now, imagine if you did everything that you should be doing every day just for a year. Your life would change dramatically. And when you look at it over 10 years, you won't know the old self from 10 years ago. So each day, you should really seek to bargain with the future, to sacrifice that little bit of pleasure, that little bit of comfort in that present moment for a plethora of pleasure and happiness in the future. Because it's those small decisions and repeated over and over the years that determine the quality of your life. So I think that's a really good challenge to take on. Start doing the things that you actually need to do and should be doing, and do them every single day. Even start off just for a year. Imagine where you would be in a year's time. You would be a totally different person. And everyone has the power to do this. But most people, they avoid the things that they should be doing. Because in this day and age, everybody seeks that pleasure over the pain, pleasure over the suffering, pleasure over doing the hard thing. And if you look at your life and where you are now, it's a direct result of what you've been doing for the last year, the last 5 years, the last 10 years. That's what's brought you to where you are today. And you've got the power to change that right this moment and say, right, okay, from now on, I'm going to put in the hard work. I'm going to put in the pain. I'm going to put in the suffering, because I know the consequences of not doing those things means I'm going to be where I am right now in a year's time, in 10 years' time. Imagine in 10 years' time, you sit back, look at your life, and you think, I had the power to change that back then, and I didn't do it. And look at me. I'm exactly the same person I was 10 years ago. I've got exactly in my life what I had 10 years ago. Nothing has changed. I've wasted 10 years of my life. Well, now's the time. Make the decision. Say, this is it. This is it. Look at yourself in a year's time, 5 years' time, 10 years' time. I like to go on, just 1 year. Look at yourself in a year's time. Imagine where you could be. Visualize your goals for 12 months if you stick to doing exactly what you should be doing every single day for a year. And then do it and see the miracles that happen. Just read that once more. Could you imagine yourself in 10 years if, instead of avoiding the things you know you should do, you actually did them every single day? That's powerful. Jordan Peterson. Start doing what you need to do every single day. Your life's going to change. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, I really hope you enjoyed today's podcast. If you did, please subscribe and leave a review. That really does help us. And also share it with your family and friends. That would be great. And please support my sponsor, Prostate Plus. Prostate Plus supplements really can help shrink your prostate. I use them myself to great effect. The links to Prostate Plus are down below in the show notes. Thanks for listening. See you next time.